What is up, people, and welcome. It's Kage, and I just want to make a short video talking about why it's the perfect time for Sony to make a PlayStation All-Star sequel. One of the things I believe went wrong was timing. Now, I'm not just saying that was the main reason, but I do think that was one of the reasons why it didn't get the sales that it needed. We all know that PlayStation All-Star sold well over 1 million copies, and it was stated by Shuhei Yoshida himself. The game isn't a complete failure as some people make it out to be, it just didn't meet Sony's expectations. So, on to my points to the reason why it's the perfect time for a sequel. PlayStation All-Stars came out November 20th, 2012, and PlayStation 4 came out November 29th, 2013. So it basically came out at the end of the PlayStation 3's lifespan. Although the PlayStation 3 is still in production, at the end of the day, when a new console comes out, people will pull back on buying games to save up for the next gen console. I should mention, I am not trying to say that the only reason why it didn't succeed is because of bad timing. I am aware that it does have its flaws. This isn't a video talking about the flaws of PlayStation All-Stars or the reason why it didn't succeed. This is just a video of my personal opinions on why it's the perfect time for a sequel. I digress, let's get back to the point. The PlayStation 4 is in the middle of its lifespan. It has been out for about 4 years, give or take. The PlayStation 4 has a decent library of games and characters. They have Horizon, Bloodborne, The Order, Persona 5, Nier, the list goes on. And there are other games coming to the PlayStation 4 like God of War, Detroit Become Human, Days Gone, The Last of Us 2, Death Stranding, and so on and so forth. And they have been making a lot of remasters of their classic titles, of games for characters that were featured in PlayStation All-Stars. I did talk about these remakes and remasters in my theories video. Now I want to do a quick backtrack. Those games that were released on the PlayStation 4, they have characters of course, and those characters were well received amongst fans. And this is key to a crossover fighting game. If the characters are well received, like 2B, Aloy, and the Persona protagonist, you will more than likely see a bunch of cosplay, fan art of these characters, and it just goes to show that people love them. There are people who are going to buy the game because it's PlayStation All-Stars and they're a fan of PlayStation All-Stars like myself. I like the first game and I would definitely buy it if they make a sequel. And then you have the people who will buy the game because they see their favorite character featured in the game, which is a good thing. You know, you put the characters that are popular, that are cool, you know, that have something to do with Sony, not some random character. Now on to my last and final point is that the PlayStation 4 has been dominating in the gaming industry. You know, it's been selling the best, it's the best selling console to date, and there is a very big possibility that it may beat the PlayStation 2. I know that's shocking to a lot of people, but the PlayStation 4 has been doing very well and the sales hasn't been staggering. The PS4 sold well over 70 million copies, and I think it's safe to say that most PS4 games sell well over 2 million copies, and that's pretty decent. So with the PlayStation 4 being in the middle of its lifespan, and the games that have came out for the PlayStation 4 have been well received by fans and critics alike, and the characters from those games have gained a level of popularity, and of course there are more games to come that people want to see for the PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 is dominating and their games are selling very well. So I believe with all of these pros, this is the perfect time to make a PlayStation All-Star sequel. So with all that being said, comment down below and let me know, do you think this is the perfect time for a sequel, or do you think Sony should hold off for a while? I personally believe the best time for them to announce it would be at E3 or PSX. Anyway, let me know what's on you guys' minds. I will probably make a video of the top 10 things that went wrong with PlayStation All-Stars. But that is it for my video, and if you want to know anything about PlayStation All-Stars or you want any updates, don't forget to power up by hitting that like button, subscribe to join the guild, and as always, my boys and girls, have a good one and game over.